What's up, y'all? Today we're going to be watching Reacher. So I'm going to give y'all, maybe the people in the audience that may not know about this show, and my wonderful co-host here, we're going to give a quick rundown of what Reacher is. Okay, so what we're going to watch today is an Amazon original called Reacher, a novel series written by Lee Childs. He's actually an Englishman, funny enough, that's writing about a former military policeman that kind of roams America, right? And he's kind of like the man with no name, in a sense. Like, he just comes into town and the bad guys fuck up and he ends up beating their asses. It kind of came to everybody's attention because Tom Cruise did two movies called Jack Reacher, took after two different novels, right? But the fans of Jack Reacher, they didn't like the casting. And here's why. Tom Cruise is what, like 5'7", 150 pounds soaking wet. I don't know what it is, Tom, I'm not trying to dish you. But Jack Reacher is supposed to be 6'5", 250 pounds, giant hands, Jack. I guess they decided to that they were gonna cast somebody that fit the bill a little bit more. So who they cast as Jack Reacher, or Reacher as he likes to be called, is Alan Richardson, if I'm saying his name right. And he's a big guy. He's like 6'3", 200 pounds at the starting of it, right? I've seen him in other stuff. He was in a show called Blue Mountain State where he played like this football player. It's a comedy show. He's a funny guy. If you ever watch interviews with him, he's a really affable, really friendly, funny dude. I remember him because he played Aquaman in Smallville, and he's always been a good-looking dude, good shape. You know what I'm saying? He used to be like a model. I think he was on at least one season of American Idol, because he can sing too.
Jesus, what can he do?
Models that he knew, fellow model, was going to an audition. He's like, what audition? I want to come. And then he's like, yeah, all right, I'll hook you up. And so now he started acting. You know what I'm saying? So I always knew, he looks like what Aquaman's supposed to look like. If you ever seen, because Aquaman's supposed to have like blondish hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Blonde, dirty blonde hair. He looks like what Aquaman should look like. But he put on 30 pounds of muscle for this role. And then in the subsequent season after, he put another 10 or something like that pounds of muscle. So he literally fits the bill perfectly. And we're gonna watch it, and we're gonna let you know if Nova thinks it's dope or it's a note. Because I already like the show. I like it. We're gonna come back and let you know. We're watching season 1, episode 1, by the way, because the show's it's on its 3rd season right now.
With the magic of the internet, we'll be back. Snap your fingers.
All right, y'all. So we just finished watching Reacher season 1, episode 1. Take it away. Tell me what you thought.
That was good, man. I really enjoyed his matter-of-fact way of like responding to people. I guess similar to Dexter, storylines with psychopaths. And I know it's all subjective to some degree, like who determines who's bad and who's good. They're clearly going after people who are like committing atrocities and then being extremely efficient at what they do. For the most part, like good people, you know what I mean? Like when they went over his record, his military record, like just all the things that he accomplished, carrying people out of like a burning barracks or something like that.
Something exploded, yeah, and then even though he had like jawbone in his body, he carried 12 people out and then like went back to duty a day after getting the bone taken out of his abdomen.
I like characters like that because it shows the complexity of like human nature, right? And I'm not saying that it's okay for a person to be an unaliver, right? Even if it's virtuous, so to speak. But at the same time, how many people do you know that maybe you don't agree with certain things, or you have to see beyond that because they have these other great qualities about them? Now, let me make it very clear that there are certain lines that you shouldn't be okay with. But what I'm saying is that I like when characters are written this way, because that is like, I guess you could say like the human experience. Like you're going to come across people that you're like, damn, this person's cool as shit. But then they got these, not the greatest person in other areas. I know a lot of folks have a hard time with like the criticism kind of thrown at Tyler Perry. But the problem with his characters is that they're very surface.
Hello.
You know what I mean? And I think I like the fact that when you have a character that is doing all the bad things, but you still like that shows that they were written well, and that they're also being acted well.
He'd probably be called like an anti-hero because he does bad things for a good reason. I like how stoic the character is, Reacher.
You know me, I love stoicism.
That's one of my favorite things about Reacher. Whenever he comes around somebody, as you can tell, he don't like bullies, as they showing him as a child. I knew this was going to be the show for me, like in the very beginning, roughing up his girlfriend a little bit. He just turned around, looks at him and go, "Yeah, you looking at?" He just with no expression, and then he just made him back.
I can't stand this like sort of like expectation.
Manage your expectations
A little bit.
For people to be able to do like terrible things, right? The person that they do the terrible thing to has to take the higher road, right? And I think that's why I do like a character like Reacher, because even if the person who the thing is being done to doesn't have the strength or doesn't have the ability to like defend themselves or even to like stand up to that person, a person like Reacher is able to do that. And again, I mean, it's subjective, right? Because then somebody else may look at certain things and you know, be like, well, that didn't require all that. But nothing that I saw in this episode needed any less of a response from him. You know what I mean? Like the jail scene, like what was he supposed to do? But in this episode, there's like his introduction to this town, and he ends up being accused for unaliving someone, and he ends up getting sent to jail with another person who confessed to it under like duress. And in the jail, put into Gen Pop, which they were not supposed to be put into Gen Pop, but they end up in Gen Pop, and people try and press him or attack him, another guy in the bathroom. And when I tell you,
oh my God,
this dude single-handedly, the other guys damn near crawled up into a ball, single-handedly destroyed everybody. It was like, what, 4 or 5 guys? I mean, by himself. I mean, is he wrong for that? No, the guy came in ready to like shake him. Like, there's no way around this. Reacher's dragging you to hell and then bringing you back up.
Another thing I like about when he fights, he don't fight fair. If I could put my finger in your mouth and rip the side of your cheek or like gouge your eye out, I'm doing it.
He gave you the opportunity before you got him to the point where he wanted to fight you. It's almost like he's one of those where you got him to that point where he's doing something like that, you're already gone too far. Like there's no coming back. I mean, I hope he eventually got to eat his peach pie. The thug.
In the show.
Oh, is it? And man, because they first picked him up when he was in the diner about to eat a peach pie. Peach pie is not necessarily my favorite type of pie, but it's up there.
Went there because you heard that town had the best peach pie.
Oh, forget about it. There's like a budding, I guess, romance with the girl cop, Roscoe, and I guess she's gonna be sort of like his good angel throughout the show. That's what I'm getting, or at least as long as he's around. And then I also like his relationship with
Oscar.
I like their relationship because it seems like it's gonna be more of a good cop, bad cop maybe dynamic. Wait, so her name is Roscoe and his name is Oscar. Right as we're running out of ideas or something?
The names from the book.
Oh, okay, it's a book.
I remember this is an Englishman writing this stuff, by the way.
Roscoe and Oscar. All right. The episode ended where he wanted to leave the town, and the first victim, they didn't know who the first victim is. And come to find out, the first victim they find out, well, he finds out is his brother. So when he was about to leave, they're like, hey, we found another body. They go to the coroner's office. He, notices that he has a scar on a burn scar on his left hand, and so he recognizes that that's his brother. And so when they're in the car going back to wherever they were going, he's like, I feel like my brother told me about Blind Blake, which is the artist that he originally went to the town to find more information on or whatever. When they're in the car, he's like, I feel like he told me that for a reason, and I don't feel like I gotta do something. They're like, do something like what? And he's like, I'm gonna find everyone involved and I'll murder them.
With the straightest face, and it just cuts. So you're like, when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the next episode.
Sorry, I don't know. It looks like it'll be like a nice little dynamic between the three of them, Roscoe, Oscar, and Reacher. But then also to see, what he finds out. When he was in the barbershop, I guess he's the kid of like a rich person. They bought up a bunch of land and they pretty much are the name behind a lot of the stuff being developed in the town. It seems like there's a much bigger thing happening, a lot of corruption and shit like that.
I will say for me, like I said, I like the stoicism. I like how he's like, that's why I say he's like an anti-hero, because like if he was a more like goody two-shoes, he would have been protecting the guy and asking, how are you doing? And what's, you know, like he's just like, I love how like whenever that guy was talking, he's just like, what? Are you talking to me? Reacher be saying shit that I be thinking when people just randomly talk about something, like, why are you talking to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a shit. You know, I love how he just says it on his mind. My favorite thing, I love smart, like cerebral characters, and I love how he can just break down. He's like Sherlock in a sense. He's like a violent Sherlock, right? I like how he could just analyze your movements or how people look at each other, or like what he can smell, like the smells off you, or like just little things like what your behaviors, and he could just like read you and stuff and read other situations. I really like that. That's another thing that catches me too. I like those type of characters, so it's definitely a good show. So you would say this is a dope?
Yeah, I like this. I'm probably gonna watch some more tomorrow. Actually,
I give it a dope as well. Yeah, I really like it as well. But yeah, y'all. So yeah, there we go. Reacher. We think it's dope. You check it out. Let us know. Have you watched it? Do you like it? What do you think? If you haven't watched it, watch it later. Let us know.
yeah, let us know what you think about it.
That's good. If you made it this far, please hit the like button. Sub. Do you like peach pie? Let us know in the comments. What's your favorite pie? You know what I'm saying? And would you have taken a bite if you was Reach? Because I saw them comments. I said, well, I'm gonna at least get one bite with you.
I would take one bite. Yeah.
All right, y'all. We'll see you next time.
All right,
And yeah, do the damn thing. We'll see you later. Peace.
Later.